Welcome to the second video here at MWC in Barcelona, which is very exciting. Today we are recording the second video of a series we call Better Connected here at the Huawei Technologies booth in Barcelona. And today I'm very excited to speak to Dr. Jeffrey Gao, who is the president of Router and Carrier Ethernet product line at Huawei Technologies. So welcome to this interview.
Okay, thank you.
So today, before, I always like to do in the videos is to get a brief introduction of the person who is actually, being with me on this video. So maybe you'll give us a 1-minute introduction of your background so we all get an understanding.
Okay, so I joined Huawei in the year of 1997 and started my career as the hardware engineer in the optical area. So I take the field role, and then I take one of the senior positions as the chief marketing officer in Huawei West European region since the year of 2011. And after 3 years working in the European region, I come back to headquarters and take the role as the president of the transmission product line. And half years ago, I have my new appointment as the president of the IP and the Carrier Ethernet business unit.
I mean, you've been with Huawei now for a very long time. Since a few years now, Huawei's seen a big growth, especially, let's say, in Europe and hopefully soon also in the States. How did Huawei change, in terms of internally and corporate culture in these past few years since you started?
I think about one of the key things is innovation. Because Huawei culture is we are continue to working together with our customer. When I work in the European region, so we are built the few joint innovation lab with some few of our Huawei key customer like the Vodafone, Deutsche Telekom. Such kind of things is very useful for Huawei to make us Huawei the product. First, our product is customer oriented product. Second, we can deliver innovation product to our key customer. So that's one of the key things.
Maybe you can elaborate a little bit on what exactly is your role right now at Huawei?
My role actually is in charge of the end-to-end business of the Huawei IP product. Actually, my major job is to listen to the customer requirement and also define the Huawei roadmap to define our product portfolio. And also develop them because I manage a very huge R&D team, and also I'm working together with R&D try to provide the compatible product to our customers. So that's my major role.
So when you reflect, let's say, on your first half a year, what happened over the last, let's say, 6 months since you started?
I think they're pretty good, and so we are satisfied with our result in the IP part of last year in the carrier market. And last year, actually, we are roughly grow 20% in the IP part, in the carrier IP part. We are also have a very good some things. First, we launched the 4 terabit per slot, the high-end core router. And also we are deliver some we call cloud BNG. So we are first one to deliver decouple the user plan and the control plan in the BNG part. And also last year we launched some new solution. It's called Metro Fabric, and that's the solution also used in the European now. We do believe that such kind of Metro Fabric architecture is new architecture could be used in the metro area and will be useful for next generation the metro solution. And the last one actually is 5G. So last year we are launched some new solution we call X-Hall, so use 5G. So 5G is coming. And but the challenger is for 5G actually not just the base station part, but most important, how can you build the suitable transport network could be used for the 5G. And so we know on the one hand the fiber is very important, on the other hand you need sometimes you need the microwave. And also 5G there are some of the keys the function like the slicing function. And also the 5G you need a higher bandwidth. So that's the reason is that we are deliver some new interface we call the 50 gigabit Ethernet, and also 400 gigabit Ethernet in the metro core area. And also we are deliver some new interfaces called Flex Ethernet for the 5G solution. So that's something new we are launched last year.
So now when you look at, let's say, we have a little bit of an outlook of the next, let's say, 6 to 12 months, what's in plan for this department that you're leading?
So we hope we can continue to enhance our the solution.
Yeah.
And also we hope that we can also continue to develop the more market, so overseas market. We are also hope we can continue increase our market share in the IP market. We are a company, we are not just development the system for our customer. We are starting to develop the chipset and optical components. It's kind of the vertical integration. So that's also one of the reasons we are able to deliver the cost-effective solution and to our key customer. And meanwhile, also we can deliver the innovation solution for our customer. So that's all we are benefited because we are developing the chipset and optical components by ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, one of the key things that I always like to do in these innovation segments is really trying to understand like what my guests are actually believing is innovation. So maybe you can give us, let's say, a brief theory of like what you believe is innovation for you.
So I already talked a little bit something regarding to the innovation part, but I want to add more. But for Huawei innovation, the key things we are not just talking about the technology. Technology sometimes is very important, but we are also most important is we are innovation must follow customer requirement. So when you do some innovation, you must think about such kind of innovation could bring some benefit for your customer. So that's the reason we built some joint innovation lab with our key customer. So that means for Huawei, when we talk about innovation, it means if you are such kind of the good idea, good innovation, could bring the benefit, could reduce the total cost of ownership for your customer. So that's what our means about innovation.
Sure. I mean, like when you look at, let's say, the latest IP industry innovations, are there any specific trends that you would see that are coming now in the next few years?
Yes. So I do believe the bandwidth will continue growth. And also the interface used in the metro area also need to upgrade. Yeah. So currently, I think in the metro area, so most the popular interface is 10 gigabit Ethernet, yes, and in the access layer, and also 100 gigabit Ethernet in the metro core layer. We think about it's not enough, so we need to upgrade. So that's the reason is in the metro access layer, we are trying to deliver the 50 gigabit Ethernet to replace the 10 gigabit Ethernet. Yeah. And also in the metro core area, we try to use the 200 gigabit Ethernet and 400 gigabit Ethernet to replace the former 100 gigabit Ethernet. So the key technology we are using here is PAM4. Because I think that's, so the Huawei, we are first one to use PAM4 technology to deliver the new kind of interface in the metro area. Well, most things regarding to is we are also try to continue to enhance over the system part. So we are first one to deliver the 4 terabit per slot in our core router, and the total system could be able to support 80 terabit. So that's, I think, the highest in the industry. And also that we are talking about so we all know the NFV is one of the important trend. So that the reason is we are in the metro age, so in the BNG part, we are trying to deliver the cloud BNG solution. We decouple the user plan and the control plan, and that's why we also the first one to launch such kind of solution. 5G we're talking about a little bit much, and I think we are also, interface is very important, and also if you need a slicing function, and you need to flex Ethernet interface. And also we are think about the clock synchronization function is also very important. For 5G, actually the requirement for the clock synchronization is much more higher than 4G. So that's the reason is that we continue to improve our performance for the clock synchronization function in the 5G solution. Another last one, actually, so we are delivering some new SDN solution we call the Network Cloud Engine. We do believe, so if we try to, make our customer be able to very easy to maintain their huge network, it will be help you to know how much resource of your network and deliver service very faster, and also to make the service automation. That's the thing we are doing for the NCE. NCE means Network Cloud Engine. That's our new solution for the SDN.
Right. So when I was preparing for this interview, there was a new term that I also learned now new, which was the intent-driven internet. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit to my audience what that means, so we're all on the same page. And I have a few questions about this.
Yes, I talk about something regarding for the SDN and NFV. So I do believe, so now the idea from the IT industry have a strong influence to CT the industry. So the intent-driven network is also such kind of the concept. The traditional network used in the carrier market is a very huge network. Normally it have 1,000, even few million of the network element in your network. And how can to measure network with a very high efficiency way? So that's we are try to develop the series software with a very powerful function. Could be deliver service, the service agile, and also could be make the maintenance automation, know how much resource you have, and also we try to add some of the intelligence to our management and control system. So we believe such kind of we are continue could be collect the information from network, it's like we add a brand on your network. And also to know when you have a troubleshooting, you will be quickly to locate which part of your network have a problem. When you are trying to deliver service to your customer, could be just send some of the information to your network. So that's what we call the intent-driven network. So that is I do believe it's you are add some brain on your network, and also you add some more artificial intelligence in your network.
Right. So let's talk about 5G. Recently, just announced in Switzerland, they had the first 5G antenna as a pilot project now. When do you believe we can see, let's say, receiving 5G like on all of our smartphones and also, autonomous driving? When will be the 5G the mainstream of everybody?
I think about in some country 5G is coming now, and especially in South Korea, and Japan market. We got some of the requirement in the South Korea market. They try to deliver 5G by the end of this year. Okay. And also in China, they want to do some trials, by the end of this year. But so at the beginning, actually, the 5G maybe some applications used for we call it WTTX. And also, so some applications we call the enhanced mobile broadband. So that's the beginning application for 5G. But based on our prediction, it's at the beginning stage, we just do some trial. But the South Korea guys are very aggressive. So we believe the 5G will be widely used by the year of 2020.
When you look at, let's say, Huawei Technologies' role in 5G, would you see how Huawei is positioning itself in terms of the 5G network?
Think about for that position, Huawei position is quite clear. So we want to become the end-to-end solution in the 5G area. And also we want to become the leader for the 5G area. The Huawei, we are not just provide the 5G, the wireless solution. We are providing end-to-end 5G solution, starting from the base station, from the barrier network, from the core network, and also from the management and the control system. So that is the Huawei. We are only one could be provided end-to-end solution in the 5G area, and we do believe we want to become the leader, the 5G, and move it forward.
Okay, good. So Jeffrey, thank you very much for being with me here today, making this interview. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, everybody who tuned in for this second video of Better Connected here at Huawei Technologies at MWC Mobile World Congress in Barcelona. Thank you very much, and make sure to stay tuned for episode 3 of this series. Have a great day.